Why does the 2023 Nissan Rogue still ask for a PIN even with a 40-pin cable? Shocking fixes revealed. If you've ever stood there with your trusted Autel IM608 clutching the fancy 40-pin Nissan bypass cable, thinking you've got everything under control, only to have the 2023 Nissan Rogue smugly ask you for a 28-digit PIN anyway, then you are in exactly the right place. Because in this video, we're diving deep into why this happens, what you might be missing, and how you can finally outsmart this stubborn system to add that second key. By the end of this video, you'll know every trick in the book, from the guided auto method to bypass techniques to even getting your hands dirty, removing modules. So make sure you watch till the end, because some of these solutions are truly surprising, and one of them may just save you a trip to the dealer. But here's a quick challenge to start things off. Do you know where the HFM module is located in a 2023 Nissan Rogue when you need to remove it and dump its data? If you do, drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to see how many of you already know this crucial detail. And hey, before we move on, if you've ever been frustrated by these new Nissan security updates, hit that like button right now, and let's see if we can crush our goal of 10,000 likes and 1,000 comments in 24 hours. Your support is what keeps Baabji Motors thriving. So subscribe now, ring that bell so you don't miss the next fix, and share this video with your technician buddies, because trust me, they'll thank you for it. Disclaimer: this video is strictly for educational and informational purposes. We follow fair use guidelines, and all brands, names, and trademarks belong to their respective owners. Always follow manufacturer guidelines and comply with local laws when working on vehicles. All right, let's jump straight into it. So you got a 2023 Nissan Rogue with a new style smart key, and the owner wants to add a second key. You pull out your Autel IM608, connect your 40-pin bypass cable, maybe the one from OBDSTAR, and confidently hook it up to the BCM through the OBD port, expecting Autel to bypass the pin just like it's supposed to. But then it still asks for the dreaded 28-digit PIN code. Why? Well, here's the scoop, and here's how you can solve it step by step. First, Autel should bypass the PIN for this model if you hook up the 40-pin cable correctly and follow the right procedure in the menu. Most techs make this mistake. They jump straight to programming by VIN, which sometimes send you down the wrong path. Instead, go back to the beginning and do this. Enter the IMMO menu. Select Nissan. Use Auto Identify. Run an Immobilizer status scan. Then choose Add Key Guided. If you skip these steps and just start by selecting VIN or Nissan Rogue manually, the tool may not detect the system properly, and you'll get stuck needing the PIN. So, if after doing this properly it still asks for a PIN, it could mean that the vehicle has already received a security update from the dealer. Yes, you heard that right. Nissan released a bulletin explaining that some 2023 to 2024 Nissan and Infiniti models have a manufacturer-installed security update that blocks aftermarket tools from bypassing the PIN. In these cases, only the dealers Consult 3 Plus or Consult 4 tools, often requiring a patch software and a paid subscription, can program the keys. But don't give up yet, because you still have options. One solid option is the Smart Pro Programmer, which has been reported to work on many of these vehicles even when Autel fails. But it's not a guarantee. Sometimes Smart Pro works and Autel fails, and sometimes it's the other way around. If both Autel and Smart Pro fail, then you need to go old school. Here's how. 1. Remove the HFM, hands-free module, from the vehicle. It's usually hidden above the glove box, behind a plastic trim panel. Once removed, you can read its data dump. 2. Use an APB131 EEPROM adapter with the IM608 to extract the password directly from the HFM module. 3. Once you got the PIN from the dump, you can proceed to program the key. The HFM method works because post-2022 Rogues often block the 40-pin cable bypass, and EEPROM Plus cable becomes the only way to get around it. You can also use the OBDSTAR RH850 adapter to read the PIN from the HFM dump, if you prefer their ecosystem. And yes, there's yet another route if you're willing to pay Nissan. Use the dealer-level Consult 3 Plus R2R tool. But note that on many vehicles the Immobilizer functions are blocked and require patching the software. You'll also need a 1-day subscription. Download the latest software and apply the patch. If you're dealing with the 2024 Plus Rogue, you'll need to move to Consult 4, as support is shifting to the newer platform. And unfortunately, Top-Down R-Link is no longer listed as compatible. So, to recap, you've got 5 potential solutions. Make sure you follow the correct guided procedure with Autel. Try Smart Pro. Remove the HFM and extract the pin from the dump. Use OBDSTAR RH850 with HFM dump. Use patched Consult 3 Plus or Consult 4 at the dealer level. And here's my personal take. While these new Nissan security measures are frustrating, I see them as an opportunity to level up your skills and your toolkit. Every time they close one door, technicians find a window to climb through. And that's what makes this field exciting. So now I want to know, what's your opinion? Should Nissan make it easier for independent techs to program keys? Or do you agree with their tighter security to protect against theft? Drop your thoughts down in the comments. I'd really love to hear from you. And before we wrap up, let's circle back to the question I asked you earlier. Do you know where the HFM module is located on a 2023 Nissan Rogue? If you said above the glove box behind the plastic trim panel, then you nailed it. So here's what I think. Nissan security updates may frustrate techs, but they're also pushing us to adapt, innovate, and master new techniques. And I, for one, welcome the challenge. What about you? Share your view in the comments. I'm curious to hear how you feel about this ongoing cat-and-mouse game between OEMs and technicians. And here's a fun fact before we go. Did you know the first electronic immobilizer systems were introduced in luxury cars in the late 1990s? And today, nearly 98% of all new cars have some form of immobilizer. The game keeps evolving. Now, if you've made it this far, you're clearly serious about mastering your craft. And that means you belong here at Baabji Motors. So let's smash that 10,000 likes and 1,000 comments goal together. Drop a comment sharing your experiences. Like this video if you learned even one new thing. Share it with a fellow technician who's struggled with a Rogue. And don't forget, subscribe and hit the bell so you're the first to know when the next diagnostic deep dive drops. And hey, if this video saved you a headache or a trip to the dealer, consider leaving a super thanks to support the channel. Until next time, happy diagnosing, keep pushing your limits, and remember, at Baabji Motors, we turn problems into possibilities.